How can you have a book about jetpacks and not mention Johnny Quest? Well, hello Glue Troopers, and welcome back to the Tarbus, where I got absolutely no work done today because, to be honest, the modeling muse just didn't hit me today. So I spent the day on the computer mostly working on the Canadian build, which of course we still have. You still have to the end of the midnight the 15th to get any more images to me. But I've been playing with a lot of different music and stuff. You guys have sent in a lot of cool suggestions. And well, anyway, just remember, it's all in good fun. So we also have a few other little things going on. One is I did a little research today. Been reading this book, Jetpack Dreams by Mac Montandon. I hope I'm saying that right. And as I've like a lot of us, I've always been enamored with the rocket belt, the jetpack, and he talks a lot. This book is fairly informal. I didn't realize that later on in the jetpack saga, there was a kidnapping and I think an attempted homicide and a whole bunch of stuff. I haven't got that far in the book, but apparently there's a lot of stories in here. This really turned into a thing for a while, and I didn't appreciate just how few of them actually exist. And anyway, I mean, I'd always assumed that in modern times, everybody, you see all these people with these devices. And I figured, something this cool, that's this going back to Radar Men from the Moon and Commander Cody and all that stuff, and even more recently, the Rocketeer and Din Djarin and stuff. I figured, well, and you guys remember Major Matt Mason had Major Matt Mason had a jetpack, if I remember correctly. Maybe it was a rocket pack. That was the one that went on his back and had the string so you could slide him across the room. It was the one thing I always wanted. Of course, what people want for him now, no way. But the point I'm getting at is that I figured somebody would have made a kit model of something like the rocket belt or the later jet belt or jetpack or whatever you want to call it. And I spent a good amount of time on the internet today, and the only thing I could find were like Star Wars related stuff, or like for Din Djarin or Boba Fett, and some Stormtrooper stuff, and a few other odds and ends, and some little bit of Rocketeer stuff, but nothing much. And I was actually kind of surprised. There was, I believe it was the Commander Cody, but that was a very limited run thing that was $400 or $500, and it wasn't really a model. Then when I was about to give up at the last second, it turns out that a French company, I think they're a resin maker called Shark Kit, makes or made a 112 scale Bell rocket belt like you see here. And I don't know how much it costs. I assume it comes with the figure, but I haven't been able to find any pictures other than what was on their website. And judging by they tell you to call them or contact them if you want to order something. Maybe they don't pop the resin until you order it. I don't know. Maybe they have some done. But so at least somebody made the rocket belt. I was really surprised. I thought this is something that like Revell or Monogram or Aurora would have jumped on, but there you go. Especially after the 1965 James Bond movie Thunderball, which really popularized it and brought it into the common mind. Supposedly, according to this book, that the rocket belt that he used on Thunderball is supposed to be considered like the #1 or #2 James Bond gadget of all times, depending on who you ask. And I'm not counting the Aston Martin as a gadget. It was a Aston Martin that had gadgets in it. I mean, his car with all that stuff in it in toto probably would have been the coolest thing. But I mean, come on, ejector seats, machine guns, bulletproof shields, grease slicks. But I don't consider the whole car one gadget. I consider it a really hot car with a lot of gadgets. As a singular gadget, for me, definitely the rocket belt. So, what was it he supposed to have said? No well-dressed man should be without man. No well-dressed man should be without one, I think was the quote. But anyway, whatever. So, at least I found out that somebody did make it, so hooray for that. And I thought about it, man, maybe I could do one of my little history videos on Shark Kit. Apparently they came around in the 90s, but other than a couple of things on ScaleMates, there's virtually no information out there. They have a website, which I probably have linked below, but they, unlike some of them, they don't have a little history that tells you anything about the company, which, okay, I get it. You know, some people like to keep their private stuff private, or maybe they just think nobody's interested. But anyway, that was what I found out. So at least somebody, even if it's just a resin company, made a kit of it, so I can sort of relax a little bit. And got to admit, I'm a little disappointed that the styrene kit model companies didn't do that, because I doubt there'd be any rights issues at all. It's probably all public domain by now. Oh well, I think they're wizard cool, but that's me. So that's really all I got done. Just working on the computer all day, working. I'm just about to get started on the Viewers Build 30, and that's kind of going to turn into a little bit of a monster, but main focus is on the Canadian build right now, the video for that. I need to get a head start on that, because I want it to, well, you know, you want it to be a good product, and the more I get started on it now, the quicker it'll happen in the last day. So that's all I got. I'm just rambling at this point. Guys, take care of yourselves, and as always, model on.